Well, kids, it's apple juice today, because we here have hit our 10,000th view. And today we have a special episode in which kids tell us how to write. After that, I have some advice for kids ages 0 to 3, toddlers, preteens, teens, adolescents, young adults, and fake adults who say they want to become writers. But first, cue the intro!
Andres, the writer, in 30 days, he's writing his novel. Andres, the writer, follow along with him on YouTube.
So folks, miracle of all miracles, the YouTube heaven is shining down upon us because we hit our 10,000th view, and I promised whoever hit that would be able to join us in our next video. Well folks, that happened with 2 children by the names of Grace and Kinley, and they were so inspired by my videos aimed at adults that they went ahead and created their own fan videos. So without further ado, here are Grace and Kinley on how to write.
Well, folks, it's day 31. I don't need a count because I don't think anyone's watching. The word of the day is Crayola. But first, a couple of quick shout-outs. First, to the neighborhood kid to keeping me grounded. Second, to Billy who tried to steal my bike yesterday. You made me stronger. As an update, we did 2 solid drawings, and they're both bananas. Our main trick is that I can't read yet. I've only been reading for a year and a half. It's an unstoppable combo. We like to tell a lot of jokes to keep things light. Knock, knock. Who's there? Interrupting Cal. Up tomorrow, our banana book will be a hit. You can subscribe. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Now look, personally I think they're really cute. They're cute kids, but they're dangerous, and I'll tell you why in a second. And the reason is that being writer is dangerous. I mean, sure, they have dimples and they drink whiskey, but if they want to be writers, I have 4 rules that they and all children and all adults who act like children need to follow. So rule number 1, don't be a writer. Really and seriously, don't do it. I know those plants back there look super glamorous, but each one of them represents a year's paycheck. You could be an architect, a mathematician, a lawyer, carpenter, a plumber, a babysitter, a dog sitter, a cat sitter, a chair sitter. Just don't be a writer. But rule number 2, if you must be a writer, if you are a child or a fake child, and you find yourself writing and reading all the time, and you swear to yourself and possibly your family and anyone who will listen that you are a writer, well, rule number 2 is put the pen and the book down. Yes, you too, kids, Grace and Kinley. And go outside. Play. Instead of reading about adventures, go have adventures. Sure, read and write, and then put the book down. Go outside. Otherwise, you'll end up with a room full of plants. Rule number 3, learn the conventions of writing. Conventions just means rules. Learn them super duper well. Learn them really well until you don't even have to think about them, and then forget them. Because ultimately, what people really care about is what you're writing about.
And they're both bananas.
And once you're good enough, and you know all the rules, then you can break them. And you can do so willingly and consciously. Whereas if you don't learn the rules, you're just breaking them because you're ignorant. Rule number 4, find a teacher who really cares about you. That means find a teacher who likes what you do and who tells you that you're doing a good job.
You made me stronger.
But as you get older, you need a teacher. My light keeps going out. You need a teacher who tells you what you're doing wrong. And that can be hard. But if you want to get better, you need to learn. And the only way to learn is for someone to tell you you're doing things wrong. So at first, you need a teacher who loves you and tells you you're great. And later, as you keep going, you need a teacher who tells you that you suck. But not so much that you quit, because then what you found is a hater.
They don't think anyone's watching.
And the really last rule, because actually I have 5 rules, is to have fun and enjoy it. If you find yourself writing and reading all the time and taking it super seriously, you're doing it wrong. If it's not enjoyable, do anything else. Become an architect. And lastly, for all you kids and fake kids who are still watching, I have an assignment. Now, Grace and Kinley were so kind as to grace me with their story, which I'll put right here. And I'll give you a few seconds to speed read that. Now, while that story is hilarious, here's the assignment. I'd like you to write a story about a banana. Now, what is a story? A story is an adventure with a beginning, middle, and an end. If I'm writing about a carrot, in the beginning, the carrot's running to its friends. In the middle, suddenly there's a problem, this guy, and in the end, the problem is resolved. Well, Grace and Kinley, and all you other children out there who I've inspired to no end, send me your stories at the email below, and maybe I'll put them in the next video. And children, and parents of children, and the childrenless, please like and subscribe below, because it helps a brother out. And I'll see you next time.
Bye.